Fuck it. Sorry, I should have been better prepared than this. I was just talking instead of getting ready. So, just talk amongst yourselves, it's fine. There we go. Thanks, man. All right, this first one is called Spank My Bottom and Call Me a Bigot. Anyone who's against freedom of speech in any way, shape or form should shut the fuck up. Now you know how that feels. See this overflowing cup. I have exercised so much tolerance that I cannot tolerate it anymore. So fuck moral relativism and fuck fucking war. I've seen all the hypocrisy I need to with regards to institutional law, and I call bluff on superstitions that justify turning human beings into pulpy slabs of gore. Racism is rubbish. Plenty of women and men have things shit. I know where the common ground is. We're fucking standing on it. Alright, this one I wrote after a row with my Sambo. 2:30 in the morning. It's called Scream Me a Lullaby. Give me peace, or I'll shout at you. Calm down, or I'll get annoyed. Be more fun, or I'll sulk in the corner. When I'm sad, be overjoyed. Scream me a lullaby and I'll oversleep. Have fun because I go. Take offence when there's none intended. Suck when you should blow. Understand that my inner workings are working hard to understand yours, and they are not as gory or corrupted as the production of sausages or laws. It's kind of a reference to a saying, those who are fans of either legislation or sausages should not be present at their manufacturing. Facebook. Facebook. There we go, this is called Do They Know It's Give a Fuck Time at All? I give a fuck. I give a fuck when people say they don't give a fuck. Maybe that is one fuck too many to give. Maybe I should just give a single fuck. A general fuck. An all-round fuck. A universal declaration of fuck. A fuck constitution. A Magna fucking Carta. A fuck reformation. I'm not fucking about. I don't give a fuck if you think I'm fucking about. What if existentialists never existed? Ferguson. Authoritarianism. Dignity. Unrest, they call it. Is it unrest? How do you feel? Unrested? Putin. Authoritarianism. Dignity. Western powers think he's one thing, non-Western powers think he's something else. How do you feel? Unrested? Islam. Authoritarianism. Dignity. What's more phobic? Talking about it or not talking about it? How do you feel? Unrested? Environment. Authoritarianism. Dignity. It's happening. It's not happening. How do you feel? Unrested? Banks, oil, war, pharmacology, drones, too big to fail, big enough to cause people to feel unrested. I want to tell you about a couple of things I worked out. Actually, some good news for myself. I'm going to make an announcement to myself out loud. It's just basically, for years I've been struggling with this. I keep on every time I've been talking about it, I've always been explaining it as in every time I think about it, I keep on coming back to this and I can't help it. I think we're living in some kind of fiscal fascism, some kind of financial dictatorship. And it's sort of almost apologetic when I say it, because I know that it's generating some kind of resentment between the rich and the poor, and that's already there anyway, and It's easy to convince the poor that the rich should be nicer to them, and it's easy to convince the rich that the poor are trying to steal from them, and this divide just continuously exists. So I'm angry with myself that I keep on coming to this conclusion, that this is the foundation for the whole thing, that, you know, there's not enough money to feed everybody, but there is enough money to feed everybody. And, you know, all this stuff really bothers me. So I sorted it out. I found out a couple of things, actually. First of all, the word authoritarian. The first word of the word authoritarian means author. It means to speak as the author of what you're saying. So when you speak with authority, you're speaking as the person who created what you're saying. You're not sort of like regurgitating stuff you've already heard or issuing things that you read somewhere else. So you're speaking with authority. Also, ignorance, the first word of that is to ignore. So you're actually specifically choosing to ignore something. So if somebody is ignorant, they're ignoring something that stops them. Anyway, those things help me, and I can't remember why I was telling you that now. But I guess that it's okay to tell you stuff like that. Your emotions are your possessions, and like possessions, they can possess you. I feel like feeling better, but I feel I won't. I feel I know how to change, but I feel I don't. I claim responsibility for my emotions. That was it, libertarianism. Libertarianism started off as a sort of like foundational principle of philosophy. It's the idea that we are not at the receiving end of history simply because we decide it. We decide to face forwards instead of actually being at the receiving end and blaming all our impulses and emotions on the ramifications and the histories and the satanic abuse that our parents inflicted on us and all this sort of stuff. Choosing to get along with the people that you love, why the hell not? Okay, cheers.